Welcome to our in-depth look at the world of trade-based money laundering, TBML. A complex and often overlooked method of disguising the proceeds of illicit activity as legitimate trade transactions. But before diving deep into our video, just make sure to subscribe to our channel so you will be updated with the new videos. In today's fast-paced and ever-changing business world, there's a lot of trade transactions which increase the possibility of trade-based money laundering, TBML. So we will discuss today what is the meaning of trade-based money laundering, TBML, methods, techniques, regulators, and a real-life case of trade-based money laundering, TBML, which is BMPE scheme. TBML is a technique that has been used for years by criminal organizations, terrorist groups, and even corrupt government officials to move illegal funds across borders and into the mainstream financial system. With the growth in global trade and the increasing use of technology, TBML has become more prevalent and sophisticated. But what exactly is it and how is it done? TBML can be used to move large sums of money out of countries with strict financial regulations and into countries with more lenient laws. It can also be used to evade taxes and sanctions and to fund illegal activities such as drug trafficking and human smuggling. To detect TBML, financial institutions and government agencies closely monitor trade transactions for unusual patterns or discrepancies. They also use advanced technology, such as artificial intelligence, to analyze large amounts of trade data to identify potential TBML activity. Examples of TBML include a Chinese company over-invoicing the price of exported goods to Mexico and a Nigerian importer under-invoicing the price of imported goods to move money out of the country. But TBML is not just a problem for developing countries, it's a worldwide issue that affects us all. By understanding TBML and how to detect it, we can take steps to combat this growing threat to the global financial system. When it comes to regulating trade-based money laundering, TBML, it varies by country and region. In general, countries have been increasing their efforts to combat TBML in recent years. The Financial Action Task Force, FATF, an intergovernmental body that sets global standards for anti-money laundering and countering the financing of terrorism, has included TBML in its recommendations for countries to combat money laundering and terrorist financing. The FATF has also provided guidance for countries on how to identify, assess, and mitigate the risks of TBML. In the United States, TBML is specifically addressed in the Bank Secrecy Act, BSA, and the USA Patriot Act. The U.S. Treasury's Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, FinCEN, has issued advisories to financial institutions to help them identify and report suspicious TBML activity. In the European Union, the EU's Anti-Money Laundering Directive, AMLD, contains provisions that require financial institutions to take measures to detect and report TBML. Additionally, many countries have established trade-based money laundering units within their law enforcement agencies and have begun to work with other countries and international organizations to share information and coordinate efforts to combat TBML. One real-life case of trade-based money laundering, TBML, is the so-called Black Market Peso Exchange, BMPE, scheme. This scheme is used primarily in Latin America, but has also been seen in other regions. The BMPE scheme works by criminal organizations, such as drug traffickers, obtaining US dollars through illicit means. These dollars are then exchanged for local currency on the black market at a discounted rate. The local currency is then used to purchase legitimate goods, such as consumer electronics or clothing, which are then exported to the United States or other countries. The proceeds from the sale of these goods are then returned to the criminal organization in the form of US dollars or other foreign currency. This scheme allows criminal organizations to move their illicit proceeds across borders and into the mainstream financial system while avoiding detection by financial institutions and law enforcement agencies. One example of this is the case of Operation Cashback led by the U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration, DEA, and Colombian police in 2007, which targeted a BMPE network run by a Colombian drug trafficking organization. The operation resulted in the arrest of several individuals and the seizure of millions of dollars in drug proceeds and assets. In conclusion, BMPE is one of the most common examples of TBML. It's primarily used by criminal organizations, such as drug traffickers, to move their illegal proceeds across borders and into the mainstream financial system. This scheme has been seen in Latin America and other regions, and it's a significant challenge for law enforcement agencies and financial institutions to detect and prevent it. In conclusion, various countries and international organizations have taken steps to regulate TBML, including providing guidance and recommendations for identifying and mitigating TBML risks, issuing advisories and implementing laws, regulations, and laws that require financial institutions to take measures to detect and report TBML. And that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more great content. And now, I would like to hear from you. What is your understanding of TBML? Let us know in the comments below. Until next time, keep learning and stay competitive with us.